Thank you all for coming tonight. My name's Sarah and I'm actually doing my honours now, so I just want to give you a brief presentation about my experiences so far. So a little bit about me. I completed my 4-year undergrad last year in biomed and science, majoring in chemistry and developmental biology. So the reasons why I wanted to do honours was that, number one, I wanted research experience. So instead of sitting in a lecture, listening to them talk about their research, I wanted to do that myself and I wanted to do my own experience. And I'm sure like many of you probably want to get into med. I wanted to try honours to maybe boost my GPA a little bit. But also I think one of the main reasons was that I didn't actually have a backup plan. So other than med, I had no idea what to do. So I thought, why not do honours, see where it can take me. So that led me to do my project, which is looking at the fertility management of young adults. So I'm sure it's something that's very relevant to us all. It's looking at things like what were we taught in sex ed, how we're putting that to practice right now, what knowledge do we know about fertility. So I think, finding the potential to find gaps in knowledge that we can help educate or help promote as well. So as you can probably see, it doesn't have very much to do with my undergrad degree, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because it really lets you step into an area of interest that you may not have really thought about before in your undergrad. So the reason why I chose AMREP, or the School of Public Health in particular, was that I had actually done a research project previously looking at gene expression in mice. So that was all well and good, but not really my cup of tea. So I wanted to kind of look back a bit, look at a population level, kind of find answers that were a bit more, I felt, had answers that you could see directly as well. So also with public health, it's so collaborative. So you get to see people from all these different areas. You see researchers, nurses, psychologists, and they're all from different backgrounds as well. So there's also seminars every Tuesday from PhD students. So that's really an opportunity to see what research is happening, find your area of interest as well, and especially if you don't know what you're doing, great way to figure out what you want to do as well. And also your coursework, it's a very small part of your year. The great thing with doing your honours here is that it's so closely aligned with your thesis that it doesn't actually feel like you're doing anything different. So you don't need to take it home, it's all completely relevant as well. But I guess if you want a bit more fun reasons, other than having your own desk to decorate, if you want to change of scenery, get away from Clayton for a bit. As you heard from the previous talk, we're in a really great location here. It's organised fantastically, thanks to all the coordinators, and I can say much better than some units I've done in my undergrad as well. More personal for me, I think it's a relatively close-knit small group. So it's really your chance to kind of bond with other people, meet friends that are really sitting in the same boat as you as well. And also you get free cake every month. So if that's not a reason, I don't know what is. So what do you get out of honours? So the big thing for me is really learning about my own capabilities, building my own skills, and probably the main thing is building independence. So that's not saying that your project is only about you. You have help from so many people around you, but you really learn to self-motivate yourself. Because it's a whole year of looking at one project, and if you don't like your project, then you're not really motivated to do well. Another thing, like I said, with all your networking and collaboration, you really open doors into what you could do after honours. So whether you want to do more research, whether you want to pursue a master's, a PhD, do something completely different. This is your year to really work out what you want to do as well. And also it's really an opportunity to get your name out there. So at the end of the year, you can have your thesis potentially published in a paper. You get to maybe attend conferences, present at a conference. I get to present my work at a conference in a few months, and that's an opportunity that you might get to have as well if you do honours. But also just some tips and funding projects. So you're all here tonight, which is fantastic. Number one is find a project that really, really suits you. So it's a whole year of one project. You really want to be enjoying it. Meet your supervisors, meet them more than once. See if you really connect with them, if you really bond with them, see what they're like. Meet the team that they're in, so other researchers, PhD students. I can't recommend this enough, but talk to a previous honours student. So that way you'll get real feedback about what they're like. So you're kind of looking at things like, are they available? Will they answer the emails? Are they there for emotional support as well as academic support? will they read your work on time? Because you've got deadlines, you want them to be reading your work as well. And also, it may seem a bit early, but you want to look for your projects as soon as possible. So have backups as well in case one doesn't work out, but definitely look at what you're interested in as well, because there's so many projects out there. And keep in mind that it can be tweaked a little bit, but you have to talk to the supervisor about that. So it's pretty much, I mean, it's not to say that honours is smooth sailing, because there's a lot of problems that can go wrong. But the great thing about doing honours here at Public Health and AMREP is everyone is there to support you, and everyone's there to help you succeed as well. So it's such a rewarding year, I really can't recommend it enough. But if you've got any questions, just feel free to email me, or I'll be floating around, so you can have a chat with me later as well.